Hi, it's Darnell with Way of Home Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a chicken sandwich in the Chefman Air Touch air fryer oven. And so let's get cooking right now. Now before I get the chicken out, I'm doing my breading a little different than some previous air fries, so I want to talk to you about what I'm doing. For the egg wash, I will be using 2 large eggs and 1 ounce of water. For the breading, I'm going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1 ounce of Old Bay seasoning, a tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper, and before I take the pounded out chicken breast patties that I'll be making from scratch, I'm going to season them with some adobo seasoning. But for now, I'm going to be mixing all the dry ingredients except for the adobo seasoning and the egg and the water together here, so that I've got my egg wash and my breading mixed together. Now I have the ingredients mixed that need to be mixed. I've got my 2 chicken breasts here. These are 2 large chicken breast patties. Well, not patties, sorry. They're about to become patties. These are 2 large boneless, skinless chicken breast halves, fresh, not frozen. And what I'm doing here, I'm basically just wrapping them in a little plastic wrap, and I've got myself a meat tenderizer here, and I'm going to flatten them, and after I flatten them out, then they will be patties. So just covering them with some plastic wrap so that as I pound them, maybe there won't be too much splashing or whatever. You don't have to put any plastic wrap over them if you don't want to. It really doesn't matter much, but just going to basically use my meat tenderizer here to kind of get the thicker end of things tenderized, and just going to keep tenderizing these down until I get them to a point where they're more, I guess, more like chicken patties than chicken breast. So now I'm switching to it. This one has kind of like different parts to it, so you can do different textures of pounding. So I'll just continue to pound these down some. Alright, now that those are well pounded out, I just get them out of the plastic wrap here and just going to stick them over here into the pan. Now I'm just going to season both sides of the chicken breast patties with my adobo seasoning. And now that they're seasoned, I'm going to take a chicken breast patty and I'm going to put it right over into the flour. And so just going to continue to flour it with this hand here, which is dry. And so I'm going to flour it up first. And then I'm going to drop it over into my egg wash. I'm going to do like a double dip on this. So, you know, flour it up and then egg wash it. Get some egg wash on it. Then throw it back in the flour. Actually, I'm supposed to keep this hand as the wet hand. I kind of got my hands mixed up there. You don't want to do that. You kind of get a clump hand going. So I'm going to switch this glove so that it remains the dry hand for my wet-dry technique. Alright, so got myself a new dry glove on. So just going to finish flouring it. So this, you know, kind of gives it that double dip, double breading with the egg wash. This will help make for a nice crunchy crust, Lord will, and we'll see how it turns out though. So just make sure you get all parts well breaded. So now I'm going to set it right there and do the same treatment for this one, doing the double dip. Alright, so got them both egg washed and breaded. Have myself some extra light olive oil here in a sprayer bottle. So I'm basically going to be pumping the bottle up and then spraying the oil all over both sides of the chicken. And now with them all sprayed up after being egg washed and breaded. I've got a rack on the high rack level in the cooker. This cooker only has 2 rack levels. Putting the air fry basket up there, putting the bake pan underneath to catch drippings, since these wide chicken breasts will certainly have lots of fluid coming down. So wake the cooker up, and I'm hitting the air fry, leaving it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm upping the time to 20 minutes, so we'll just get to 20, and with that we'll hit start. Let things cook like that, and I'll bring you on back. Alright, so 5 minutes have passed. So now I'm going to go ahead and stop it and check. I think that things are done already from my view of things. Things are looking like they're a good fried texture to me, but we'll see. So inside the chicken, yeah, 180s, 190s. The texture looks like a good fried texture to me. So 15 minutes and we're done. I'm going to take some mayo. I've got homemade bread here, that's why it's so large, homemade wheat bread that I toasted. And just putting some of that mayo down right there. Now I'm going to take one of these chicken breast patties and kind of get it up off of the air fry basket here. Let's see if I can, well, probably need a little something to hold things steady here while I just get it off of there. So there it is, off of there. And so let me see if I can just grab a little something to help you see the bottom side a little better. Whoa, dropped my patty pan. Good thing I cleaned. Sorry about that, but the underside was fried. Both sides are fried. Man, what a drop. So I've got some pepper jack cheese I'm putting on there. And get the other one off, and I'll just plate that, but you can see, let's see up underneath this one, you know, I guess some of the breading came off the bottom of that one, but that's okay. But we'll close things on up, and now I'm going to throw some ketchup on the other slice of bread, and then I'll basically top my sandwich. So we'll just top that like that there. Now I'm going to take and slice the sandwich in half, like so. Just like that there. And so now we've got our completed chicken sandwich, and I'll just kind of show you the inside like that. So let's go ahead and do a taste test. Alright, so I've got a piping hot chicken sandwich here. Nice large chicken sandwich. And so good thing I have homemade bread. For you who don't, I mean, I guess you can cut the chicken breast in half or something, so you have one that's small enough for that store-bought bread. But let me go ahead and do a taste here. And thank God for this food. I do want to show you there is some crunchiness to the sandwich there. The breading does have, you know, some crunch to it. So, you know, it came out a little crunchy there. I guess you could, you know, bread it up more and such if you wanted to have even, you know, larger breading. But this way, you know, it's not too much, you know, super crusty crust, but at the same time gives you a little crunch in there and a nice, you know, nice sandwich. I almost want to take another bite. But I'll just set it on down there. But basically you can make yourself a nice fried chicken breast sandwich, and you know, from scratch. And you don't have to go out for it. You can put your own stuff in it the way you want. So turns out good. I like it. And so you can try that yourself. And so in the video description you can find ways to help this channel, such as the cookbook, also link to my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com, printable version of the recipe. There's other ways to help the channel also, and with all of that said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.